So, as everyone is aware, and I'd be highly surprised if you weren't, the new Tall Tales, a Pirate's Life update, has just released. And after I've been looking at Tall Tales as a whole and thinking, what are my favourite tales just as a whole? Okay, so here we are in tiermaker.com, and this will be published online, so you guys can go and make your own tiers for these Tall Tales. But let's do them in order that they were released. So we've got the Shroud Breaker. You see, right, the Shroud Breaker, it was good for its time, because we saw, like, stone faces being, like, lifted out of place. It's alright. I'm gonna put it in, I'll put it in the meh, because it's a good introduction, but it's not absolutely phenomenal. Then we've got the Cursed Rogue, because this was the second in the Shores of Gold saga, the one where you go fight Briggsy. Now, it was the first time where we really got an actual big boss in the game. Like, before this, they were just skeleton captains, and we see a bit of magic in it, so it was pretty solid. I'll give it pretty solid. Then after that, we've got the Legendary Storyteller. This one is quite a pain. Yeah, this one is just the worst. It is a voyage and a tale combined. Like, it is absolutely awful. It is the worst and so boring for a tall tale, like, compared to the ones we have now, the new ones. Okay, then we have Stars of a Thief. See, Stars of a Thief, I really like because of the constellations and the fact that the constellations were already in Sea of Thieves, and yet we sort of added onto it. Although it felt like a better version of the Shroud Breaker in a way. I'll give it a pretty solid. Then we have Wild Rose. Now, this was actually really good, because it had sentiment in it. It was a reskin of the Cursed Rogue. However, the Cursed Rogue is actually a reskin of Wild Rose, because Wild Rose was the first ever tale that they actually developed in Shores of Gold. A little side fact for you there. So, I mean, it had magic, it had the love, the romance. It didn't really have a big boss, but I mean, I would put it in what an experience and pretty. In fact, let me make a new tier real quick. Let's go with that, because it's not what an experience, but also it's not pretty solid. It's just above that. So we'll go with good. No, yeah. We'll go good. Cool, and then we'll make that like blue. Okay. We'll put Wild Rose in the good section. Okay, so next up we have Art of a Trickster. Now, this Art of a Trickster is one of the best Shores of Gold ones. It is very, very good. You got traps, you got a bit of everything, you got puzzle solving. I'm going to put that in what an experience, because I remember the first time doing that, I was so surprised. Like, you literally have everything, it pulls out a fair few tricks. Like, right at the end when you think it's over in the Trapmaker's lair, it gives you a key to the Trapmaker's vault thing where you get tricked, and it's like, even though you expect there to be traps in there, it's still really good. Then we have Fate of the Morning Star. Now, Fate of the Morning Star, my friends and a lot of people I play with seem to really like that one, and I get why, because the lantern that you get and just the new mechanics that you see, just being able to walk around and see the memories, so we'll put that in good. But then see Grey Marrow, it felt, the Rangers of the Morning Star, sorry, it felt just a bit of a, we've seen it all before. You go to a shipwreck, you go to an outpost, you kill some captains, you're like, I'll give it a pretty solid. It wasn't like amazing, but at the same time, it was pretty solid. Okay, then the finale, Shores of Gold. Now, if you guys know me, you'll know I adore Shores of Gold. The ending is superb. It takes like a solid 4 hours. That's going to be going into the that's got to be the best tale I've ever seen category. Like, it is just amazing. There's no words to describe it. I'm not going to spoil anything for that one, because the ending, it's really good. Okay, then continuing in chronological order that they were added, Seabound Soul. Now, Seabound Soul, I think it was not overhyped, but the reason people reacted so well to it was because it was the first tale we had in ages, and so therefore, of course, you're going to get good reactions. But actually, compared to tales we have now, it wasn't that great. Because of the lore reveal at the end, I'll put it in good, but it wasn't, like, the best tale in the world. Okay, so then we have, just before Heartfire, Maiden Voyage. Maiden Voyage is a very, very good tutorial. It doesn't quite show off everything. Like, I don't think it does an amazing job of telling you about the game, but it does do an amazing job of teaching the mechanics, so I'll put that in one experience, because I mean it's good for anyone to do. Okay, so Heart of Fire. Now, Heart of Fire, this is another really good one. It's going straight to that's got to be the best. Maybe one, I don't know. See, Heart of Fire, it's really good. Like, you've got the 3 rooms, but it's just a bit short. It's very cinematic, like the Pirate's Life Tall Tales. Yeah, we'll put it in that's got to be the best tale I've ever seen, because they are. That is a really good tale. Okay, then we move on to the final 5, and the 5 latest ones as well. So we have A Pirate's Life. Now, A Pirate's Life, see, I personally didn't like that one too much. Well, they're all amazing, I love them all, but that one is definitely the worst one out of all of them. I don't know why, it just seems a little bit, I don't know, compared to the others, it seems very, you seem very babied throughout it. So I'll put it in one experience, because it was good, it was really good. And as well, obviously, Jack Sparrow at the end of the fight with the Dutchman, that's amazing. The Sunken Pearl. Now, contrary to a lot of people, and quite an unpopular opinion, I love the Sunken Pearl. I know it had bugs, but if you take the bugs out of it, the puzzle solving, the Kraken, the ton of battles, and 2 boss battles, it's really, really good. That's going to be going into that's got to be the best tale I've ever seen. So then, Captains of the Damned. That was a really good. The level design on that is amazing. I don't know. I just felt there were others that were better than it. It was superb, and it just doesn't make that's got to be the best tale I've ever seen. Just, I don't know what it is about it. Although it's amazing, I just didn't connect with it that much because I haven't been on the ride. And as well, I found at the end, when I did them with people that hadn't done Shores of Gold, it wasn't that big of a powerful lore reveal, because they didn't really get it. Like, you know, with Rose, Pendragon, and Slate. So then we have the Dark Brethren. Now, there's a lot to say about this one. This one, although it reused a lot of mechanics in the Sunken Pearl, there were a lot of mechanics that were new as well, especially going aboard the Dutchman, seeing that. And then at the end, the ending battle with Jack bursting, and not to mention the lore reveal in the room with the Dark Brethren. So we'll have to put that in, that's got to be the best tale I've ever seen. Then Lords of the Sea. Now, I don't think we need to say anything about that. That's definitely good. That's got to be the best tale I've ever seen, because that is, oof, it's so good. It's unbelievable. Like, it has so many twists and turns, and the ending is amazing, with Jack saying, "And trust me, I will return, mate." Right, let's add then one final thing. Add a row above. Okay, so we'll go with that, and we'll go with the best tale in Sea of Thieves, because I'm going to choose out of these tales the best tale in Sea of Thieves. So let's make that like I don't know, light green. Yeah, that'll do. Slightly different hue to the bad. In fact, we didn't use like, were any of them, I mean I think you've got the legendary storyteller down there, absolutely awful. Were any bad? I don't think any were bad. I guess we can remove that, because none of them were like really that bad. Okay, the best tale in Sea of Thieves. It's a really hard one. I think we've got to eliminate Heart of Fire, because it's just too short. Then I'm going to eliminate the Dark Brethren, because I don't know, there were others that I liked more than that. And then the Sunken, that's a hard one. The Sunken Pearl, it is a really good tale. We'll keep that one in for now. The Shores of Gold, if I put that first, it's good, but is it that good? I mean, the first time I suppose it is really, really good. Then Lords of the Sea, that is, the Lords of the Sea, the finale, it's good. It's a ship battle and it's amazing. I do love it, but I don't know if it's the absolute. I'm going to put Shores of Gold in there. I think Shores of Gold is still the best tale because of the length of it. The first time you do it, just seeing the massive island with the shroud breaker and the music in the background, it's such a chills moment. I know the Captains of the Damned is a chill moment as well. But, I mean, it is basically joint, but if I did have to pick one, then it would be Shores of Gold. Like, they would be tied, but if I have to pick one, then it's Shores of Gold. Otherwise, yeah, that's going there. Probably the Sunken Pearl too, to be fair. Because they're all just amazing, but I'm going to save that. And as I say, this will be published, so, you know, you guys can do your own, and so you can see, so I can see, and send them to me, because I want to see what you guys think. But that is all of it. That is everything. That is every tale ranked, in my opinion. Obviously, this is not fact. I don't know how it could be fact. But tell me, do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me down in the comments below, because I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this and just what you think are the best tales in general. And feel free to make your own and send it to me, DM me on Discord or Twitter or anywhere you can, and just tell me what you want. I really want to know what you guys think. But apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you're new around here, why not consider subscribing? I do all sorts of Sea of Thieves stuff, gameplay, soundtracks, lore, and all that good stuff. And, well, the future is looking very bright for Sea of Thieves. We've just passed 25 million players, I believe. So, you know, it's going really, really strong. And if you do subscribe, why not hit the bell as well? And please remember to leave a like. And do remember, a link will be in the description to the tier maker, and it will also be in the pinned comment section below. But apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.